Hi Flosstube, welcome back for video number 3. First thing I wanted to do was to say a special thank you to all my subscribers, and my likers, and my commenters, and an extra special hello and thank you to Kathy from Crafty Cat Stitcher. She gave me a shout out in her video, which I really appreciate, and it was just so awesome to hear her, saying my name and saying, great things about me, and it was just kind of really cool to see, or to hear rather, I should say, see and hear. But yeah, so I just want to say thank you to all you guys who are taking the time out of your day to stop and watch me when you get a chance. So yeah, next thing, so I wanted to do a quick video. I do have to go pick up my older daughter from preschool pretty quick here, so I wanted to try to get in a video as fast as I could and just kind of give you guys an update of the progress for my stitching for the week. So I'm going to do that now, and the first thing, here it is, I have to show you is I was working on December from the Cricut collection, and last time I saw you guys I had to fill in the cup here, which I did do that, and I started on Santa, so I did get a lot of him done. I don't know if you guys can really see, but he does have a lot of the acrylic braid in him, so he is extra sparkly, and he has the least amount of the lettering to do on him, like the actual E that comes out like from his hand and up here, the tiniest little bit, and down here. So he doesn't have much more to go to finish him off at all, and then I'll be on the letter C. So that is really cool. And then the next thing, so I have kind of adopted the idea that Sarah the Stitchin' Mommy does with her projects, and sorry, I'm trying to find the picture for you guys to look at. So on the 6th, my daughter's birthday is on the 6th of July, and so on the 6th of December I worked on this beautiful chart here, and this is by a Russian, it's a Russian designer, and Little Room in the Attic is her her shop name. She's on Etsy if you're interested in purchasing that. And so if you guys follow me on Instagram, you'll have already seen this, but this is what I got done on it, and this is a what count is this? This is, I think, oh jeez, over here. I hand dyed this myself. This is 25 count Lugana. It's linen that I dyed like a pretty, I want it to be a little bit splotchy, but very light purple. So this is what I had done was the cheek and some of the white here. I did fill in a lot of the white. I started on the horn here, which I didn't have any of that yet, and more on the ear and a lot down here on the neck. So I already had all this pink done, but this is a really fun one, but this is a very time consuming one, and I will show you guys why. I know you cannot share charts, I'm not gonna do that, but I will show you guys the key here for the amount of craziness that goes on with this chart. So up to here is full crosses, full stitches. Down here is blended. That's page 1. Here's page 2, all blends. And then here is half stitches, quarter stitches, and 3/4 stitches blends. Again, more blends. And mind you, some of these are 2 of each color, some of them are 1 of each color, some of them are 3 strands. And then this is the last page, more blends, and this is all back stitch. So it's a slow going chart once you're doing it. It does help, but she does have true, like she gives you this for her instructions, so she does really have true. It's not just a half stitch or 3/4 with a little extra here. It's like blended colors of them and actual, the stitches really do look like that when you're looking at the chart. So it's a little bit more slow moving than you'd like to have. So what I kind of decided to do, I haven't touched that chart since October. I did take it with me to retreat, but I didn't really work on it hardly at all at retreat because I didn't have my little baggies with me. And what I do with these is I will save the blends, like, because it's just, I write the little thing on them, and it's been the most efficient way that I have found to be able to work on it and keep going on it consistently. So there's that. The next thing, I lost a needle, was the Jim Shore 12 Days of Christmas, which I showed you guys that I started. I did start this, I don't remember what night, but I restarted it again last night because this is my first original start, and this was done on 32 count lamb's wool linen. I think this, I want to say it's Job, what was it, Joblin, or I don't know. Do I have that handy? No, I don't. Anyway, it's 32 count, and if you guys have done Miras, you know that sometimes the beading can be very tight unless it's petite beads. Well, there's tons of beads. This straight part here on the A is the only stitching. The rest of the entire A is beads, and I was having a very hard time telling where I was, and I also wasn't loving this fabric as it was. I did take the advice of one of my subscribers that commented and said to go ahead and put it in water, to loosen this fabric up, which I did do. But it's too stiff for me. I wasn't loving the color. So what I did was I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday and Joblin, that's what it was. But I bought a big piece of fabric and then I just coffee dyed this myself. And let me tell you, that was a disaster. Like, disaster with a capital D. So last time I coffee tea dyed fabric, it worked out amazing. I didn't have any issues. It was like perfect the first time I ever tried it. This time, no, not so much. So I went to the dollar store because I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on coffee that I was literally going to throw or dump down the drain when I was done. So I got some coffee from there, and I didn't realize I didn't buy like instant coffee that was all going to dissolve. So when I put my fabric in it, the little, like, the granules got everywhere, and then I had to rinse all that, and then went my color along with the granules. So then I had to re-dye it. So I just used I just have a Keurig, which is why I don't really have coffee around the house anymore. So I made a couple cups of the coffee that I didn't really like anyway, and then put that in there, and that wasn't enough color. And then I did end up finding some instant coffee, thank goodness, and I threw that in the pot too. So that was good. And then I put it in the oven to kind of set the color in and get some of those burn marks in it. And then that worked-ish, but then they were like black splotches, like big lines everywhere, and I hated it. So I was like, no, that's not going to work. So then I put it in the water again, and I just got it wet enough to kind of wring it out a little bit within itself so that the color would dissipate a little bit and it would just spread. So that did work, and I am very happy with the color that it came out with. But then I hung it up to dry on just the handle of my oven, coffee all over the floor, and I'm like, okay, this is not my day. So I started this last night again, and this is what I have started. I did try to stay more on the border. Last time I really wanted to do the little bit of red just to get some more color in there, which I did. I am happy that I did that, but I figured I should probably make sure the border lines up before I get going on the bird and then find out that it's messed up and then I have to tear everything out. I did change the color of the border itself. The pattern calls for this color, and I switched it to 676 because I felt like it was just a much better, I don't know, I just felt like it was better against the fabric color that I have in general, and I just thought it was like a much more appropriate look than the yellow was. And don't get me wrong, I love yellow, like it's one of my favorite colors. My kitchen and dining room area is yellow. Like Stephanie always talks about, she's gonna have a lemon kitchen when she gets her own house eventually. That's one thing I always wanted. I wanted a butter lemon, or not butter, but a butter yellow rather kitchen when I had my own house, and I have that. So I love yellow. I just didn't like that shade of yellow with it. So anywho, trying to see if I had anything else out on the counter for my piles. I don't think that I do. So yeah, I just wanted to pop on here and show you guys that progress. It's not focused at all. Here, whatever. So yeah, I just wanted to show you where I'm at and what I've been working on during the week. I'm gonna try to. Okay, that's really annoying. Here we go. I'm gonna try to get as videos in as I can. I really am on a time crunch here, so I had World War III with my daughter to get her down for a nap in the first place. So I'm just happy I was able to make a video at all. But anyway, I will see you guys when I see you next time. See you later.